What do tennis players typically do for a between-point routine? Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Cohn. If you're new to the channel, I'm a mental performance coach at peaksports.com, where we help tennis players take their practice game to matches more consistently. In this video, I'm going to talk about what players typically do between points that you can integrate into your routine. In a future video, I'll dial a little bit more on the mental skills within your service routine, and also later in this series talk about your return of service routine as well. You're watching the Tennis Psychology Podcast. So your service routine actually begins after the last point. In the previous video, I talked about how to process that last point so that you can get to the service line without the monkey on your back, meaning you're 100% focused on the next point. So that has to be part of your routine. And how you do that is up to you in terms of if you like to go to the towel, if you like to go to the fence, if you like to have some self-talk to yourself, like next point, let's go, or I got this. Or maybe you go to your strings and you focus on your strings. Something, a physical trigger to get you off of that last point and on to the next point. Now, that's very personal in terms of what you want to do. It's very specific to the person, and you don't want to have it feel forced. You want it to be somewhat automatic. I don't recommend going and grabbing the balls immediately and jumping up to the service line. That's really not a routine. You're playing tennis, certainly, and you're serving, but you're not going through the process of letting go of the last point, preparing your mind and body consistently to approach the next point or the next serve. The next part of the routine may be something about tactics, what's working for you, what you might need to change within a point, or maybe you're just going to keep doing what you're doing because you're up in the match, or you're winning your service game. Now the fun begins. After you process the point, you've thought a little bit about your tactics and what you're going to do going forward. Maybe it's the same tactics you started with. Maybe you're going to problem solve and do something different. Then it's about getting mentally and physically prepared for that serve. The physical part is easy. That's where you step up to the line, you set up, you do your ball bounce, and then you toss your ball. That's what most players would describe as a routine to me when I first start working with them. But don't forget the mental components of the routine, the planning and the programming. You don't want to step up to the service line until you have a clear image or a clear thought of what you're going to do with a serve. So you can do that while you're bouncing the ball. Maybe you take more ball bounces, 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4. Or if you're Djokovic, you take 10. So it can be combined. That planning and programming can be combined with that act of setting up and ball bouncing if you want to reduce the amount of time that you're at the service line. Because I don't want you to go slow, and you obviously have to stay within the rules of the game as well. Now, that planning and programming is absolutely critical, where you make a decision about what you're going to do with the type of serve, the location of the serve, and you're either visualizing or feeling the serve you want. Now, here's an important point, and that is you have to have a positive intention of what you want to do with the ball. Yes. What that means, you don't want to be thinking about the ball going in the net. You don't want to be thinking of the ball sailing long. You don't want to be thinking of your opponent hitting a winner off your serve. All of those are a negative intention. That's avoidance tennis in my book. What you want to do is have one positive intention. And that could be anything from, I'm going to hit it to the corner. I'm going to hit it to that third of the box. I'm going to hit it down the line. Or it could be seeing the exact serve and the location that you want. Maybe you're seeing that top spin kicker serve go in deep into the court, into the body. Whatever it may be, that's a positive intention for you. One thought or one image that you're going to have when you step up the line about what you want to do with the serve. Hope that was helpful. Hey, if you want more information, jump over to peaksports.com. Check out our one-on-one coaching programs. And for more videos, podcasts, articles, jump over to Sports Psychology Tennis. Thanks for watching.